Good morning, everyone. So I think this is the first time we're doing a children's church report. So I just thought I'd give a bit of background. So we started the children's ministry in 2016 when we started physically meeting at Wings, when we're doing service once a month, and then we started regular services every Sunday. So while the service was going on after worship, the children with their teachers used to go down to the room either on the first floor or the second floor and have sessions with the children. So Rena was in charge of children church when we started, and she sort of laid down the foundation work and put things in place. So all of what we are right now is also thanks to her. So Mike and Stacy had bought these Bibles for the children, and this is what we've been using when we did the initial lessons from here. And I have been part of the children's team since then, along with a bunch of others like Kim, Up and Mem, who've moved to Thailand, Anjali, Vasanta, Danny, Tina. And we had two groups. We had one group, so we were teaching the younger kids, and then we had a group for the teens, which were Liam, Anna, Ketsia, and Tiara. So it's great to see that these teens are actually also helping us in the children's team, children's church right now. And Eric, Steve, Mike, and Stacy were the ones helping with the teens. So I took, Eric was also handling the team for a bit of time, and then I took over last March, just before the lockdown, and then we had to stop physical classes by then. So the purpose and vision for Children's Church is that we would like the children to get to know God, accept Him and love Him as their Savior and Father. Second is to learn and know the scriptures or learn from the scriptures, so to be gospel-centered, and to be able to put their faith into practice by serving God and others, which makes them outward focused. So kind of goes in with the values of Wellspring as such. So we started Zoom classes in May because the parents had requested us to start by then. Sabina and Ponnu also joined the team. So along with them, Rena, Kim, and I were the main teachers. And I'm so grateful for all of them because they are fabulous, gifted in their own ways, and they do great things with the children, and the effort and time that they put in preparing lessons for them on a weekly basis. So on Zoom, we needed 2 people to do the classes. Besides the main teachers, we needed an assistant so that things could go well. They would support each other, just if the power goes off and other things. So then we had more people joining in, like Pari, Abhishek, Tiara, Arun, Joel, and Abraham. And they are also training to become future teachers. So on the whole, we do have an amazing lot of people. And I'm really grateful and thankful for each one of you for taking up the time and into serving the kids, all on a voluntary basis too. Sabina is quite experienced in children's ministry. So she did a training for us this year in January and February, a 2 half-a-day training, which was quite important, useful for us. Simply because teaching children about God is quite a responsibility. So therefore, we've got to be prepared ourselves too. So in this training, we learned to look at children as to how God views them, to improve our relationship and commitment to God ourselves, because we are a model for the children. And also to how do we prepare lessons and be creative when we teach this to the kids. So far, we've done the different lessons. We've done the character of God, the Lord's Prayer, parables, and the life of Jesus. So in a month, we have 3 classes where we teach these lessons. And on the 4th Sunday, we try to do something different and fun for the children, like we have art and craft and music. And we've had lots of volunteers doing that for us. So we had Danny, Pearl, and Rena, who did art with them, basically in painting and drawings. Then we had Lucy and Amelia. If you remember, Lucy and Amelia were here during last year. So they had a lot of fun with the children. So they taught them songs, action songs, along with kids here also. Then we had Monica teaching them a Kannada song, which the kids really loved, and they are quite interested to learn other vernacular songs too. Shri did origami with them, and then Arun has been doing some really fun quizzes with them. So really, again, thanks to all of you for all the hard work that you have done for serving the children. So Jesus always welcomed children. He said, let them come to me because the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. He blessed them and pointed to them as examples of faith. So he said that we should all humble ourselves to be like children. To be childlike is the sense of being open, trusting, forgiving, receptive, and also have that childlike dependence on God. So children are not just the church of the future, but they are the church of today. So it's important we plant and sow the seeds at the right time, and so that they would grow roots, they would bloom, they would flourish in God's kingdom. So it becomes a shared responsibility then of parents, of teachers, and the church community as such. The children, we have 6 children who are regular with us. They are Ronesh, we have Kimaya, Eden, Tanya, Ashraf, and Anugrah. And earlier we also used to have Nelson, Asher, and yeah, Nelson, Asher, Sol and Sean also, who are Up and Mem's children. We have Kimaya's cousin Kanisha, who joins us now and then. So it's been quite a joy to have her. She's not from a Christian home. She has a Hindu background. So whenever she stays with Pari, she has seen Pari and Kimaya praying every night, and then has gone back to her parents and has told them that she would like them also to pray with her, which is really amazing to see how God works with children, that God uses children for his work too. I know the children have had it very tough for the whole of last year, where they've all had to stay at home, look at screens, learning in new ways, which has been really difficult for them. But they have shown up for classes, again, a Zoom class on Sunday, which has been really encouraging. And also thanks to the parents who have also taken efforts to get them ready for class, or get the materials for the art and craft sessions that we've been having. So really hats off to the parents too. I know it hasn't been easy for you either. And I remember the first Zoom class that we had. So Veena and I were doing it, and I was particularly nervous because it was the first time. How are we going to do this? Is this going to work, etc., etc. But once the kids came on the screen and we saw their happy faces, all that worry and anxiety just flew out the window altogether. And it was just a joy to be with them. And that joy kind of lasted for me throughout that whole day, which hasn't happened in a long time. I personally don't have children of my own, but I think my purpose and role in life is to help other people with their children. So it is a gift and a blessing to be part of the children's team, to learn from the children. It has been challenging for all of us this year. And therefore, I teach adults. I've been teaching adults a therapy course for the past 5 years, and I've been busy with that, traveling and teaching. But with the whole pandemic and the lockdown, that all came to a stop. So I kind of felt particularly useless, not being able to do that. But then this came over. It was like God had just said, okay, Jess, the children's church is what you got to do this year. So therefore, I've been busy with children's church the whole of last year. I mean, from last year, and it goes on. And ironically, I just did my first online course for my adult students just last week, and then had a physical training a month ago. So all of this has really helped me also, and it's been encouraging to see the children grow and mature. We've got a video and a couple of photos. So you see them, what they were in 2016 or 17, and how they've all, not just physically and spiritually also. The kids have learned to pray for each other. They serve each other at home. So really, it has been a joy, and I'm sure it's been the same for the rest of, I'm speaking on behalf of the rest of the team too, and what a blessing it's been for all of us. So I would request all of you all to please pray for the children, the parents, and all of us as we do this together, as we serve and lead the children to God. And that this is open, that Children's Church is open to people outside, children outside of Wellspring also. So not necessarily it's only children of parents who are part of Wellspring. So if you know any other kids who'd like to be part of Children's Church, please do let me know. And if any of y'all would like to volunteer and teach the kids something, be it a song or a dance or art or craft or whatever you're talented in, whatever your gifts are, then please do let me know. We're always looking out for someone who can do fun things with the kids. I would also really like to thank the staff team who have been encouraging us and supporting us, and also the digital team who've been doing some great work with showing the kids artwork. The kids have been really creative and awesome in their work. So we've got a video put together, which Blesson has done, and he's done a fabulous job as always, which is a collage of photos of what we've been doing the whole of last year. So thank you and enjoy.
I'll tell you. J-E-S-S. Yes. He is the king of He's the king of the universe. The jungle and the sea. Very good.
Can we do it once again?
Who's the king of the jungle? Who's the king of the sea? Who's the king of the universe? The jungle and the sea. I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S. Yes. He's the king of me. He's the king of the universe. The the jungle and the sea. Bubble, bubble,